Live from America's heartland, this is the Daily Truth Report with your host, Noah Christopher.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, this is Noah, and this is pretty unique. I don't usually go live when it's just me. I usually have a fun guest with me and that I get to chat with. But today, right now, it's just me because I have a special announcement for you, which I'm going to get into in just a minute. And I think you're really going to like this. But let me know, since I don't have a guest here, it kind of feels like I'm talking to myself. So let me know if you can hear me, okay, if I'm coming through. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. And we're live on Twitter, X. So I see a lot of people connected, but shoot me a comment wherever you're watching. Let me know if you can see this okay and hear this okay. And then we'll jump right in. And you know what? This is kind of fun. I'm usually so busy writing articles all day long that, I'm just behind the keyboard and I don't get out here and interact with everybody. So who knows? Maybe we'll do this more often and we'll just kind of turn it into a live stream and maybe more of an open chat and ask me anything kind of a thing. And we can just tackle what's ever on people's minds. But all right, well, let me check the comments here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello from Elaine. Awesome. And MA says thumbs up. Okay, so it looks like we're connected on YouTube and Twitter, and Rumble comments are separate. So that one looks good too. Okay, well, let me tell you what I've got for you today, because I think you're really going to like this. I've got a brand new announcement that you probably are going to want to check out. It's something I've just switched over to, and I think you're going to love it. If you've been with me anytime, any period of time, I have Bo Polney on the show a lot, and we talk a lot about gold, silver, crypto. That's Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, stuff like that. And I always get a lot of comments. First of all, everybody loves Bo, and that's awesome. But I get a lot of people who are very familiar with crypto. Maybe they're like me. They've been buying and selling it since I've been doing it since 2017. But it is really complicated and complex and scary sometimes, trying to make sure you don't do it wrong, make sure you don't fall for scams, make sure you don't send your money or send your crypto to the wrong place. And so one of the most frequent comments I get from people is, hey, thanks for having Bo on. I know crypto is the future in some way. And I can't give anyone financial advice, but I just kind of tell you what I'm doing and what's interesting to me. And I have people on like Bo that, tell you what he sees. But I hear from so many people that say, I get it. I know I need to start buying some crypto. I need to diversify a little bit, even 1% or 5%. I know that probably makes sense. I can clearly see it's the future. It's coming. Part of that future is here now. And then part of that future is still coming. It's starting to go into Wall Street and ETFs and stuff like that. But I've never bought a single anything in crypto. I've never bought any Bitcoin. I've never bought any XRP. I'd like to, but I just don't know where to start. And I'm too intimidated by it to do anything. And, for the longest time, I haven't had a real good solution for that. I can offer training and courses. And actually, Bo has a great training course that I know a lot of you have gotten and really love it because I hear from you after that. But I know that even that, I hear from people saying, I'm 50 years old or 60 years old. And, I don't have time to learn something new like this. And it's still, I don't want to screw it up and get on there. And all of a sudden, all the, everything I worked so hard for, I all my life, I send it to the wrong person or wrong address. And, technology is confusing enough to me. I've got email and internet down and I read your newsletter every night, but that's about it. I don't want to go learn how to do crypto. I don't want to have to buy a Ledger Nano S and that looks like a keychain and somehow believe that all my crypto is on this thing. And then I take that and I throw it in some safe in my house or a safe deposit box at the bank and just hope that all of this crypto that I bought is somehow on this device. And there's no one to call if it goes wrong. There's no customer support department. I'm just hoping and trusting that everything is going to work. Or, I'm hoping and trusting that I'm working with Coinbase or I'm working with Uphold. Those are two platforms that I use. And they've been pretty good. but they go down when the market starts going up. Suddenly they go down, and it says offline, check back later. And then you've got the bad ones like FTX. I'm sure everyone heard of that. Sam Bankman-Fried. That was apparently just an outright fraud, and people that had their money on that just watched it go up in air. Or Mount Gox before that. All of these horror stories of these exchanges, and then even Coinbase, if someone hacks your account. Luckily that's never happened to me, but I've heard horror stories of people that you try and call their customer service department and there's just no one to speak to. You just get put on hold, or you get an email back and says, we'll get to you, and you're in your ticket, we have your ticket, we'll get to you in the future, and then they just never respond. So all of that to say, I finally have a very exciting announcement, and I want to share my screen here because I'll show you exactly what this is. You all are getting the first look at this right now. I'll be talking about this a lot more on the website and in my newsletter, and we'll do a few other shows too. But this is absolute. If you're on live with me right now, Friday afternoon, May 2nd, this is absolute first look. Oh, hello to Donna. Awesome. Thank you. Glad to have you with us. So you're absolutely first look on this. So you get the first chance to take a look and get in. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to tell you about this new company that I have partnered up with. They're called Caleb and Brown. And if you're not in the crypto world, you might not know about them. But let me tell you about them because they're pretty incredible. I've heard about them since probably 2018. But I've just been waiting and watching. I always liked what I heard about these guys. But you want to make sure that people stand the test of time, and they don't have an incident like FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried or Mount Gox. And these guys have been rock solid. They were actually founded in 2016, and they've just never had a single incident. This is the homepage here, kind of a shared page here between me and them. And if you want to get to this, actually, let me put I made a custom. Let me do this. I made a custom website so it's easy to remember. And let's go right here. There we go. It's called safewithnoah.com. Safety is so important. So I put that in the name, safewithnoah.com. And let me tell you all about these guys and why they're different from anything else out in the market, and why I'm switching over to them and trusting them with my crypto assets. So like I said, they've been around since 2016, never had a single issue. Just rock solid team here. They've got a perfect 5.0 rating on Google. Excuse me. They've got a near perfect 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. Just hard to find anyone saying a bad thing about these guys. You can read just review after review after review of people that have had a wonderful experience. But here's what really stands out to me. Everything that you do, first of all, you get assigned a personal broker. And this is what really stood out to me. So, our whole lives, at least a lot of us, and maybe even people that are older than me, we used to be able to call our stockbroker. We would have a stockbroker. We could call him up. We could say, hey, I want you to buy 100 shares of GE for me, or sell 50 shares of Apple, or whatever it would be. Or you could call him up and talk to him and say, what do you think about this? What do you think the market's going to do? What do you think is a smart thing here? That has not existed in crypto before now. And in fact, if you try to talk to your financial advisor, they're going to tell you, I can't even talk to you about crypto. And the reason they can't talk to you about it is because they can't sell it to you right now. And I've been telling you about crypto for the last 8 years, and your financial advisor hasn't, because they haven't been able to make a fee on it. But these guys, that's what they do. If you want to just go online, you can do that too. They have a great website. So if you're more hands off, like I am, I just like to get in there and do my own stuff, that you can do that. But for everybody else, and even I enjoyed this. I had a chat with my broker last night, and it was just so nice. Since 2017, I've been buying crypto, but I've just been doing it on my own. I hope I'm doing the right thing, and I think I'm buying the right ones. I'm buying the ones that make sense to me. I have people like Bo on the show, and I can talk to Bo a little bit, and I read his newsletters, and that helps. But I really don't have anybody else to talk about this stuff with. And so to get on the phone last night and talk with my personal broker, it was just super cool. And so the other thing that means is you always have someone to call. You're not going to get put into a here's the support desk, fill out an online ticket at Coinbase and we'll get back to you maybe when we feel like it. If you've got a problem, you call these guys and you have your own personal broker who you can talk to, and they are 24/7, 365 days a year. So not that I recommend this, but even if it's Christmas Eve and you got to make a trade, you can call them and you'll get to talk to someone, even if your broker is asleep at the moment, because the world is 24/7, but humans aren't yet. Then you get they have a backup always online on hand to handle all calls. So usually you'll get your own broker, but if it's just happens to be an off time or something, you'll definitely get to talk to someone else as a backup. The other cool thing about these guys is everything is stored. I don't want to get too technical for you, but everything is stored in what's called cold storage. So they don't, all of your cryptocurrency is in safe vaults, basically, is the way to think about it. You can see on the website here, it's secured by a company called Fireblocks, and they're very well known in the industry. They do what's called institutional grade custody. So, and in fact, I made a banner here about that institutional grade crypto custody. That is very important. You are not it. I don't want to get too technical, but let me tell you this. At Coinbase, if you have a Coinbase account, and I use them because as an example, because they're probably the largest and most well known. If something happened to Coinbase and they went out of business, went bankrupt, like an FTX, your funds are not necessarily secure. You are what's known as a unsecured creditor of Coinbase. You will get paid last. They will pay everybody else that they have debts to, and then if there's any money left over, they pay the unsecured creditors, and that would be you that holds your crypto there. That's not what they do at Caleb and Brown. Every account is secured one for one. It's not lent out again. It's not rehypothecated, if you've heard those terms before. Everything is stored in your own personal vault, safely, securely. There's like 10 different layers of security. I'll be doing a lot more information on this, and we'll be doing, this is just kind of the high level, but we'll be digging in and showing you all the different layers of security they have, biometrics, and multiple people have to approve things before anything is released. There's no ability to get hacked or anything like that. Just institutional grade custody from this company called Fireblocks. They've got insurance on top of that. And then the company, Caleb and Brown, they were founded in Australia. And if you don't know, Australia actually has some of the most strict and stringent financial regulations of any country. Very, very strong regulations. And so they are regulated by them, and they're also regulated in any country they do business in. I believe they are active in 100 different countries right now, which is incredible. And so, they have to be active, they have to be regulated in all of those countries as well. But first and foremost, they're regulated in Australia. And so you're getting very serious regulators watching them. And that's why there hasn't been an issue since 2016, because everything is just done completely safe and secure and to the book. So I'm really excited to tell you about this. Until now, every time I do a show with Bo, and then people call me up and say, how do I do this safely? And isn't there someone that can kind of do it for me? I miss my stockbroker. I don't like this new normal of this new world. I don't want to do everything online. I don't want to have to go learn how to do cryptocurrency. I just want to call somebody. I finally have that for you. So it's Caleb and Brown, but you want to make sure you get to this page here where you see my name at the top. Then you'll know you're on the right one. And really proud to be partnered up with these guys. As I always say, there's not a single product or service that I ever tell you about or partner up with that I don't use personally, or if it's something I can't use personally, like it's, I don't know, women's product or something. I've researched it and I'm convinced it will help a lot of people. Other than those two things, if we don't make the cut on those two things, I don't tell you about it. And so this is something that I'm really proud to stand behind. Institutional grade custody, security, insurance, a broker that you can call any time of day. You can email the broker too. If you're more of an email person, you can just, send them your questions or send them an email and say, hey, buy $500 of XRP for me. And they'll go into your account and place the order for you. It's just like the way it used to be. When you call your stockbroker, I don't want to have to learn how to go into a website and figure out if I'm placing my order right. And, am I going to accidentally buy $5,000 when I only wanted to buy 500? Am I going to make some sort of a goof up, or am I going to buy the wrong stock, or the wrong options, or the wrong date, or whatever? None of that. None of that to worry about. So much to tell you about this. I'm just kind of giving you the sneak peek here. We'll do a lot more of this to come. I will say, right now there's no limitations at all. I think they have over 35,000 customers worldwide right now in 100 different countries. So as I said, they are very big. They're proven. They're established. But I don't have any information on this. It's not like they've told me this, but I just know, using my common sense, that if everybody gets assigned a personal broker, and that personal broker has to be online to take your calls and emails at all times of the day, I don't know at some point if they won't shut down new accounts, or put them on pause, or put them on a wait list. So that's why I'm going live with this. Right now, you can't buy cryptocurrency from your broker in the United States. Schwab, E-Trade, they won't sell it to you. These guys, this is all they've been doing since 2016. They're very good at it. And so, what I would encourage everybody to do, if you're hearing my voice right now, it's totally free to set up an account. You don't have to fund the account right away, but I would get your foot in the door. I would get an account set up. It's totally free. It took me about 5 minutes. It's really pretty easy. Just get an account set up. I've got the link is at the top of the screen, safewithnoah.com. I chose that name intentionally because, to me, there's nothing more important than safety when you're talking about crypto. I don't want to buy something and worry that it's going to go into bankruptcy, or it's going to get hacked or lost or stolen, or Sam Bankman-Fried is going to end up being a total fraud and steal all my money. So Safe with Noah is really the key to me. So that's what I would encourage you. You can. There's a button here, this big red button here at the top, sign up today, or they got another one down here, sign up. I would encourage you, just sign up. It's totally free. Get your account created, and then you're ready. It feels to me, I can't give you financial advice, but man, it feels to me like this market's about ready to blast off. We're just sitting under $100,000 in Bitcoin, and I think we're going to hit 200,000 quicker than anybody realizes. So take the first step, get an account set up, and then just dip your toe in. What I've done since 2017 is I set weekly purchases of the coins that I wanted to buy, and not big amounts, $50 here, $75 there, $100 here. And I just set it on a weekly purchase, or sometimes a monthly purchase. And I try to forget about it. Some of those accounts I didn't log into for a long time. And I just thought, I know the direction this is going. I'm just going to buy a little bit over time, and I'm going to do it consistently. And so that's what I would encourage you to do. If I know I'm talking to a lot of people that fit into the category of, you've heard me talking to Bo for the last, we realized, Bo and I figured out, we've been talking for 5 years now. He's been coming on my show for 5 years. And hello to Donna. Hello to Ron. Bo's been coming on my show for 5 years talking about crypto, and we mapped it out. And I think when he first started coming on, Bitcoin was at $3,000, and he was telling everybody, you might want to get some. Now it's almost at 100,000. But I think that same scenario, a lot of people think Bitcoin's going to 1 million or more. I can't tell you if it is or not, but I think it's some very exciting times ahead. And there's a lot that I like more than Bitcoin too. Anybody that knows me knows XRP is my favorite coin. And again, I'm just telling you my stuff, but I can't tell you what to do, other than I would encourage you, just open an account. Get your account opened up, and then you got your foot in the door. You've got a placeholder. When you get your account created, you will have, if you want it, your personalized broker will reach out to you. They'll give you a call or an email, and they'll say, hey, let's get on the phone and chat for 5 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever works for you, and just tell me about your situation. They want to understand where you're coming from. Are you like me? You've been buying crypto since 2017 and you're pretty much ready to go? Or are you totally new to this and you'd like some help, and you'd like some help not only on the technical side, but you'd like some help on just talking through it? What is this stuff? How does it work? Why should I get it? Where do you think the market's going? What's kind of some of the, they'll share their market research with you. It's almost like getting a market research firm for free along the way. And that's even if you set up your account and don't even fund it yet. I had my first call with my broker before I'd even transferred money in. He just wanted to get together, and he said, let's just get together and talk. Tell me about you. Tell me about your crypto story. Tell me what questions you have for me, and we had an awesome 45-minute chat. So anyway, that's what I would encourage you to do. The link I will try to put below this video, but it's also up at the top of the screen. It's safewithnoah.com, because that is what's most important to me. And I would not want to. That's why I've waited so long. I've known about these guys since probably 2018. And I just wanted to make sure that everything was good. I wanted to have some time pass, make sure that they stood the test of time, proved the test of time. And boy, they really have. And now they have over 35,000 customers. Just hitting it out of the park, active in 100 different countries. Another thing is there's no deposit or withdrawal limits. And you might think, well, of course not. But that's actually not the way it is in a lot of companies. If you open up a Coinbase account, they'll tell you that you have a certain limit. There's only a limit that you can buy every day. There's only a limit of money that you can put into your account every day. And those limits are, quite frankly, pretty small. And so it's called throttling. You will get throttled at a lot of these big companies, even Uphold, which I love those guys too. They've been great over the years. But even they will tell you, oh, I'm sorry, you can only buy $500 worth of crypto today. Check back tomorrow. And that's on the buy side. Then on the sell side or the withdrawal side, a lot of them will say, well, you can't withdraw more than $1,000 a day or $5,000 a day. And so, for the people that have been doing this and you were early to the game, or even right now, you're still early, I believe. So let's say you buy XRP like I am at $2 right now, and it ends up going to $10 like many people think it will. That's life-changing. And but if you do it on some place like Coinbase, they might say, well, congratulations, you now have a lot of XRP. And it's gone up in value. But if you want to get that back into your bank account, we'll do $1,000 a day, and we'll just hold on to it for you in the meantime. That doesn't really work for me. I don't like that. So that's another really big deal to me. No limits on incoming or withdrawals, deposits or withdrawals. You can add or subtract as much money or crypto as you want. And there are no fees when you do it. That's another thing that I've learned over the years. And until now, there hasn't really been a great alternative for me. I mean, until I switched over here to Caleb and Brown. If I wanted to sell crypto and then move it from Coinbase back into my bank account, number one, I had to be worried that Joe Biden would shut my bank account down, because they did that for a long time. But even if we got past that step, then I had a limit. Well, you can do $1,000 a day. Congratulations, you were right. You made a great investment. It went up. You made 5 extra money, 10 extra money. Good job on you. And we're just going to hold this now for the next 7 months, and you can withdraw $1,000 a day. Well, I don't like that very much. So there's so much to talk about here. I'm not going to make this too long. You're getting the look here. So if you're on with me, congratulations. What I would recommend is jot this down, even if you don't have time to do it today. Jot it down. Or one thing I love doing is I email things to myself. So like if I know that I want to set up this account, but I just, I'm driving right now or whatever, or I'm busy, or I'm listening to this while I'm working out or whatever. I'm listening to this at work, maybe because you're bored at work. Just email yourself the link, safewithnoah.com, and, do it when you get home later today or tomorrow or whatever. But I would definitely encourage you, just get the account set up and have that first call with your broker. I think you're going to be very impressed with that. I know I was. Plus, a lot of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of them do live in Australia. So you get that cool Aussie accent. It was fun chatting with my guy last night. He could have been Crocodile Dundee's, son or something. Just that classic Aussie accent. But that is so much fun. So these guys, but they are the real deal, and that's kind of my point. They're the real deal. They've proven it for almost a decade now, which is a lifetime in crypto. There are not a lot of companies in crypto that have been around since 2016. There have been a lot that have gone bankrupt, or there have been a lot that just, didn't start until 2022, 2023, 2024. To have been around since 2016 and to not only have survived, but to just absolutely be thriving is pretty incredible. So this is what the website looks like. I'll do a lot more stuff on this in the future. I'll give you a lot more details. But I had to get this out because I can't reply one-on-one to all the people that have emailed me over the years saying, thanks for all the information with Bo. I love watching these shows, but they also make me kind of nervous because I know I need to be buying a little bit of crypto at least. I want to be buying a lot of crypto. That's what a lot of people have told me. But I'm sorry, I'm just not going to go figure it out myself. I'm too worried that I'm going to do it wrong, and then I'll have nobody to call, and no support whatsoever. And then whatever I did, my money's lost, or scams or hacks or any of this stuff. It's just too intimidating, and I'm not going to do it at my age, even though I want to. So this is finally your solution. So I'm very happy to be partnered up with these guys. Super impressed with everything I've seen so far. It's Caleb and Brown is the company. Awesome people. But the website is going to look like this, and it is safewithnoah.com. Let me make sure that is up. Oh, Donna says, thank you, Donna. Appreciate it. That's always my goal around here, is just to make sure I bring you value. I've been doing that for a long time with the news, and that'll never stop. But when I find stuff like this, especially when you've basically been telling me, hey Noah, can you find something like this, and then I got it, it's really fun to pass it out to everybody. So that's why I put this banner at the top of the screen: institutional grade crypto custody. That's so important. It's not just getting some weird keychain and putting your crypto on it and putting it in your basement and hoping it works in 10 years. That's not how I roll. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not excited about just leaving all my crypto on some place like Coinbase or Uphold, where even though I do like Uphold a lot, I don't like those limits. And you don't get anyone you can talk to over there. Even, I have a lot of good things to say about Uphold. They stood by XRP and Ripple during the lawsuit that Ripple won, by the way. Completely vindicated. And Uphold did not delist them. They stood by them. So a lot of great things to say about them, but you don't get assigned a personal broker over there. And I don't even know if you have a problem, if there's, what the help desk is situation. I've never had to use it, but, I don't know how quickly you can get help. And, it's just definitely not the level of service. I think a lot of people are like me. I want to have someone, and maybe I might not call for, many months. Many months might go by and I might not feel a need to talk to my broker, but I want to know if there's a problem, or if the market starts to just go crazy and heat up, and I'm thinking, oh, is it time to sell? Is it not time to sell? What should I do? Or if I need help selling, or if or if something, goes wrong. Hey, I think I made a mistake. I want to be able to call somebody, and we finally have that opportunity. You get a personal crypto broker assigned to you. You'll get to know them well, but if they're not available for some reason, you could call at 3 a.m. And if you're a night owl, or I don't know if anyone's like me. Sometimes I roll over in bed at 3 a.m. and kind of squint through the eyes and just see what crypto's doing overnight. And maybe someday you wake up and XRP is at $5 when you do that. If I want to call somebody at 3 a.m., I will get my broker on the phone at 3 a.m. or I'll get whoever's doing backup for him because he's sleeping. So he or she, we got probably both over there. My broker happens to be a guy with that awesome Aussie accent. But you'll get, there's any number of brokers out there and you'll get one of them. So anyway, let me check the comments. If anyone has any comments here. Oh, hello to Tam from Arkansas. Hello to Carrie from Missouri. Hello to Maggie, I think it says, in South Carolina. Hello to Doria and Stokes. All right, we got a lot of people over there. If anyone has any questions, you can drop them in the chat now. Like I said, we can kind of turn this into a fun little impromptu chat. Oh, Susan says, great. Yep, thank you, Susan. I agree. I've been hoping to have something like this to share with you for a long time, and today is finally the day. So I'm pumped, and I'm glad to hear that you're pumped too. I think this is going to help a lot of people, and that's always my goal. So do me a favor too, if you when you do sign up, because it's free. I really want to encourage you to do that. Get signed up get your foot in the door, get an account created. It only takes 5 minutes, and then have that first phone call with your broker and just see what you think. See if everything I'm telling you is not correct. Prove it to yourself. Go ahead and have that first call, and then if when you do that, shoot me an email and just tell me what your experience was like. Let me put I think everybody knows it, but you can reach me at noah@dailynoah.com. I'm going to put that on the screen. There we go. Noah@dailynoah.com. That goes right to me. I see all of those. I don't always have time to respond because I often get up to 1,000 emails a day. But I will read I do read every single email, and I'll respond if I can. But shoot me a reply and let me know what you think. And yes, Donna says screenshot this. That's a great idea. Take a screenshot of the screen right now. You'll get my email right there at the bottom left, noah@dailynoah.com. And you'll get the website here that I've created that'll take you right to my personal page on Caleb and Brown to make sure you're in the right place. It's called safewithnoah.com. SAFE with Noah.com. Safewithnoah.com. That's a great idea, Donna. Go ahead and just take a screenshot right now of the screen so you have it. Excuse me. But after you create your account and have your call with your personal broker, shoot me an email there and tell me how it went. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you had a good experience. I think you will. Or if anything went wrong, you can let me know that too. But I think you're going to have a great experience. And then let me know if it was pretty much exactly like I am telling you right now. So let's see here. Any other questions? If you have a question, drop it on in the chat right now. I'll try and answer as many as I can. Donna says, no fees. How do they make money? That's a great question. There are no fees on deposits or withdrawals. And you might be surprised to learn that I think almost every other place just puts a fee on everything. There's a fee on your trade. There's a fee on deposits. There's a fee on withdrawals. There's a fee on, maybe there's a monthly fee. They don't have any of those fees. Definitely not on deposits or withdrawals. If you end up doing really well, and let's just say you even, someday, you've held on to this for 5 years or whatever, and XRP has gone from 5 to 20, or 2 to 20 or whatever, and you're ready to pull out $1 million, let's say, they will wire you that money, and there's no fee on that at all. They do. It's a great point, Donna. They do have fees, obviously, because they are a business, and you have to pay for staying in business. So right here on the screen, they have one fee, and that's it. It's nothing else. There's no hidden fees. There's no hidden. A lot of times what companies will do is it's called, they make money on the spread. So for instance, if XRP right now is trading at $2.20, and let's say you wanted to buy it, they might say, okay, you want to buy XRP. Well, we'll sell it to you at $2.30, and we're just going to make money on that spread. So, we'll get it at 220. We'll sell it to you for 230, and then we'll make money on that, and we'll charge you a fee to do that. That's how almost all crypto brokerages work. And then if you sell it, we'll charge you. Let's say it's at $5 when you go to sell it. Well, that's what the market says, but we'll sell it to you for $4.75. So we'll make money on that spread there. We'll charge you a fee to do it, and then when you want to take that cash back to your bank account, we'll charge you a fee on the withdrawal too. So that's how it works at a lot of other companies. So only one fee here. It's completely transparent, and no other hidden fees or hidden costs in any part of the process, which is fantastic. I didn't cover that very well, so thank you for the question there, Donna. Okay, well, hey, let me know if you're with us. Just shoot me a comment. If you like this, say sounds awesome, or I'll go check it out or whatever. Just shoot me a reply here. Let me know if you're digging this, and I know I'm super excited to be here with you. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here in just a minute because I've given you what you need. But thank you for joining me. Like I said, stay tuned. Stay tuned to what we over at WLTreport.com, and then my nightly newsletter, and then here on the channel too. We'll be talking a lot more about this. I'll give you more details. I know you might have even some more questions. That was a great question from Donna, but stay tuned, and I will give you a lot more information in the days and weeks to come. I'm actually going to have someone from the company on with me. We're going to do a special show next Tuesday. So prepare for that. We'll have a special rep from their company come join me for a special show on Tuesday, and we'll talk through a lot more details. You'll get to hear it directly from them. You'll get to hear that awesome Aussie accent, and that'll be really fun. So we'll do a lot more details as we go. But for right now, grab that link at the top. I'll put my email one more time. So screenshot this. Here it is. Noah@dailynoah.com. Go to the link, go to safewithnoah.com, create your account. It's totally free to create the account. There's no charges or fees of any kind. You don't even have to fund it right away. You don't have to transfer money in. You don't have to transfer crypto in. Just get it created, and then you know that you have one. Because like I said, I don't know if at some point if they might put this into a wait list if it gets too popular. It's starting to get really, really popular. You know how you kind of get that snowball in business where it's a slow build, from 2016 to 2025. And then the snowball gets big and it starts going downhill and it starts to just really accelerate. That's kind of where I think they are in the process. The snowball is now big and it's kind of teetering on the edge of that downhill slope. And so, I don't know to maintain quality if at some point they'll put a wait list on signups, but if it's free, get signed up and get your foot in the door. And then that gets you not just one phone call, but it'll get you at least an introductory phone call and email from your personal broker. You can talk with them. And then, it's not like you're limited to one either. You can talk to them a couple times, 2-3 times as you get ready to start, making some plans and maybe starting to buy some stuff. So get your foot in there, have those conversations, and then email me at noah@dailynoah.com. Let me know how it went. And I'm really excited to read those from you because I got to tell you, sitting behind the keyboard and putting the news out all day, I love it. But then what really gets me excited is when I get the feedback about, people that love our news. Thank you for putting this out here. I trust you guys are my number one source for news. Thank you for doing this. And, everything we put out is free. It's totally free service. It's kind of my service to you. But what really encourages me and pumps me up is at the end of the day when, after I'm done putting out the news or, after I'm done telling you about something like this, when I get those emails that come in and say, Noah, this was awesome. This was exactly like what you told us it was. It's been tremendous. That's happened so many times with a lot of different stuff I've told you about over the years. And that's what really pumps me up is when I know that people are benefiting from it. They heard about it from me and it was exactly like I said it was. And it's in some way it's making their life better. So I think this is going to be one of those things for sure. No doubt about that. And I just hope that you take the ride with us and take the journey with us. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for being here. I think I've answered every single question that has come in. If I missed you, you can email me. And like I said, we'll be doing another show on Tuesday. And I'll see you all then. In the meantime, stay tuned over at the website. And there'll be a lot more information coming out over there. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.